What's going on, everyone? So we're inching closer and closer to the start of the NBA season against the Golden State Warriors. Cannot wait. Got to get that W. Got to set the tone, establish, get the win early. But I want to kind of go over some of the key players for this Lakers team. Talked about Austin Reeves. Did a video uploaded yesterday. Gonna do one on Deandre Ayton today. Right? Austin Reeves was where we started. Probably in with Luka, just because I think Luka's the easiest. Austin Reeves, I think, is, again, one of the more important players just because of everything that's going on. Like, are you keeping him? Are you trading him? You're going to have to give him a new contract. He's the guy that's looked at as the kind of co-star next to Luka Doncic. Can he be that? Well, the other guy is Deandre Ayton. And, if he works out from the moment we got him, that's our starting center for probably the next 8 years or whatever, right? Probably the entire Laker or Luka tenure, right? Now you have potentially Luka, Austin Reeves, and Deandre Ayton as kind of like your main three guys for the foreseeable future. If Deandre Ayton doesn't work out, well, then now you got to go and kind of find that center solution. And Deandre Ayton is, on paper, the exact center you want. Skilled and versatile offensively, a guy that can defend when he wants to and is engaged. I mean, he was the defensive anchor for the number 3 defense that went to the NBA Finals in the Phoenix Suns. It was going toe-to-toe against Anthony Davis in that first round. Right? Like, he's shown the ability to basically be an all-around player, right? Athletic, hyper-athletic for a center position, and can be that lob threat, that complementary piece alongside Luka Doncic, one of the better rim finishers in all of basketball, one of the best pick-and-roll big men in all of basketball, right? He's a guy that we're not that far removed from, hey, is this guy the next great center in this league, and is he a top, 3 center in the league already? And, life comes at you fast. We saw him kind of hit the decline pretty quickly, but now he's on a team that he wants to be on, in a situation he wants to be in, playing alongside the best guy he could ask for in the entire league to play alongside in Luka Doncic, because Luka loves the lob threat, loves to feed the big man, right? And Deandre Ayton's going to feast, and he's going to have the easiest time of his career playing alongside Luka Doncic. Definitely still needs some work. Some of the timing wasn't quite there. So definitely things that I think will develop as time progresses. But look, Deandre Ayton looked great in preseason. He was bought in. He was engaged on both sides of the basketball. He was playing defense. He was blocking shots. The guy gave you a real all-around effort and was showing exactly the type of player that he could be. Right? I'm not expecting him to be a 25-12 guy this season. I think he's capable of it, especially alongside Luka Doncic. But, I'm looking more in that, like, can he be 14-10? Give me, a couple blocks, couple steals, make the occasional play. We saw his versatility. They were running him above the break, just making plays, dissecting defenses, right? Like, the guy was just, they were literally running their offense through him. And a guy that can, at times you can run your offense through, at times you can put him on the block and let him go to work. He can score out of the shoulder. He can put the ball on the deck and pull up in the mid-range and give the little floater, or take guys and put them through the rim. I think the guy is offensively sound. Top of being offensively sound, he's a guy that can still defend on the other side, right? Like Jackson Hayes, you saw, right? Like, when the pick and roll 2-man game and lob threat's working, Jackson Hayes looked great, right? Because that's what Luka does. But Jackson Hayes is very limited offensively. So we saw when teams cut off that lob threat, Jackson Hayes is essentially neutralized out there because you can't dump the ball down to him still. They cut off the lob threat of Deandre Ayton. Luka can still, throw it down to him. He can shoot over out of the shoulder, knock down the little mid-range, knock down the elbow. You can still keep him involved and engaged offensively. You can still find ways to feed the big man and have him stay engaged, stay invested, stay bought in. Right? Like, those are things that we just don't have the luxury since Anthony Davis. Right? Not like, Anthony Davis is that far removed, but that was the idea. It's why the Lakers like the idea of going and getting Mark Williams, a guy that could be that, versatile offensive big man that has the potential to buy in on the defensive side. Well, Deandre Ayton's better than Mark Williams, right? So guy that, again, if I do think can get back to that conversation of, is this guy one of the top centers in all of basketball? I've even talked about, I could see just naturally happening where he emerges as the third option. Right, because Luka Doncic is going to want to feed him very heavily. Austin Reeves, you're even seeing him try to get, the two-man game ran with Deandre Ayton. So I really do think Deandre Ayton is going to feast, because I think that, Luka Doncic is going to regularly be looking for him. Austin Reeves, I think, is starting to kind of like, hey, man, that's a good outlet for me, right? Like, man, he is very Luka-esque, Luka-light, right? He's the Timu version. And then LeBron James even, can dump it down to him, give him the lob threat, all of that. So I could see just through the natural course of the season, you see kind of Ayton stock rise a little bit and kind of be more favored in the offense just naturally. Right? Not, again, he's a guy you don't really have to run plays for. You don't have to he knows the position he's in. He understands. I mean, this is the best spot he could possibly be in. And like I've said from the beginning, I'm not worried about him this year. I think he's everything we want this season and then some. I worry next season, right? I worry when, if it does work out and the Lakers end up going, okay, hey, let's sign you and lock you in long term, and he ends up getting, $25 million a year or whatever, and now it's like, all right, I'm good. Let me kick my legs up. Hey, you guys got that, right? Like, that's where my concern lies. And we'll kind of see. We'll see, because Lakers have several options as far as like the contract goes for DeAndre Ayton next season. That's something we'll worry about next offseason. Obviously, he has to perform and play to the level that we need him to. But look, if it works, I don't think DeAndre Ayton wants to leave, because it would be foolish for him to do it. Like, where is he going to go that he's going to be in a better position than slotting alongside Luka Doncic, right? Like, again, if he does become and kind of emerge into that guy, that top center for the Lakers, I mean, that could even potentially make Austin Reeves expendable, because it's like, okay, we don't need Austin Reeves to be our, obviously if all of it is just because of Luka, then yeah, you probably need Austin Reeves. But if DeAndre Ayton wasn't all just Chris Paul, right? Chris Paul just made life so much easier for DeAndre Ayton. Right? So again, if DeAndre Ayton is, basically a 15-point a game guy without Luka, and jumps up to 23 to 25 with Luka, right? Like, then you can now make the argument, okay, maybe we need better complement, and those are our two building blocks. Those are our two pillars. Now we got the playmaker that the Magic and Kareem type a player. Obviously, not to that level, but you get the idea, right? Like that big little that can play that role for you. But we'll see how it all plays out. It's going to be interesting, but I think DeAndre Ayton is about to have an incredible season. I think that it'll be his best season since that finals run. But anyways, always, this is a discussion. Pass a question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.